Hey guys, Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin is back. So lack of preparation really, because I just had the window installed today, so like this place was still a mess. So, but we'll get started. All right, we'll get started. I haven't even unpacked really. I haven't even unpacked my luggages. So, anyways, again, YouTube chat box is being queer again. I don't know why. Let's see. Let's try this again. Refresh. All right. Yeah, nothing. Anyways, let's get the music going as well. I feel that's how you sound weird. What? Let's get the music going. Let's see. The window kind of changed a little bit, so I'm not used to it. I'm definitely not used to it. Because some small stuff got changed, some big stuff got changed. So let's get this going. What the? See? This definitely got changed. What the? Here we go. There we go, some music. Alright. So, just in case, I should pull the chat from YouTube up so that I can tell if anybody's on the YouTube side. But Chris, if you're still on the YouTube side, if there's nobody on the YouTube side, just go ahead and hop over. Here we go. Pause. Alright. So, let me put this up. Pop up. Okay. That way I can kind of tell what's going on. Wish. Alright, here we go. Like that. Alright, so how is everybody's Wednesday? As you guys know that, you know, I just came back, so it's like a little bit of clustered. Today I'm having coffee because I didn't get my sleep yet. Like I said, I still haven't unpacked it. So I'm still trying to do that right now. Hence why all my tools are still in the bag. Let's see. So, one of the things that I got to try this time is these Lotus cutter and Lotus lighter. Alright? And I have to say, for someone like me, the cutter worked a little beneficial for me. You know, because I like my cigar to be dry. Okay, I like my cigar to be pretty dry, and this serrated edge really cut nicely. Like it kind of does cut better than the regular edge. The serrated edge does cut better because it kind of pushes in there. So I kind of like it. It's mechanical. It's kind of nice. And there's one thing I couldn't stop doing is keep touching this serrated edge. I don't know why. It just makes me want to touch it. Serrated edge. It's kind of cool. I don't recommend anybody do it. Do not do this at home. But I like the serrated edge. And the lighter I think it's softer than I thought it was gonna be. To be honest with you. And like, you know, this is running out like Butena, of course, because I've been using the whole time. But it's softer than the usual one, so I actually think that it lights up okay. But I still like that fat Buddha. So until I try that fat Buddha on lighting stuff, I wouldn't know. Hey, Martina Maya. Martina Maya's on the other side. I don't think it's showing, so we just said I can say hi, Martina Maya. Today, somehow, the chat thing is not working for the YouTube one. I tried. I really tried. I closed. Oh, it is working now. Son of a. Okay, it works. Anyways, so Jim is on today. We got quite a few things to talk about today. Hopefully, I can cram that all in 2 hours. I don't know. We'll try. Okay, we'll try. And today, the cigar is called Nestor Miranda. I hope that I called it right. Nestor Miranda Special Selection Coffee Break. And I got this from the rep, and literally, he was telling me that, you know, this tastes good, and I looked at the band, I was like, oh, it actually looks like something that's gonna taste like coffee, so I'm gonna give it a try. So I picked it up, and you know, save it until I get a coffee to go with it, so I can compare to see how good it is, you know. Anyways, so let's say hi to everybody that's still here. Brendan's here. KMB Golf is here. Daniel Martin's here. Juan Pardo's here. Obviously, our Cigar Shogun is here. William's here. And who else? I think I saw Joseph earlier. Michael Wells is here. Ash Queen is here. Ash Queen. And Dong is here. Dong, man. Dong, I think Dong is the man. For what reason? Because he's not afraid to kind of tell you what he thinks. You know, like if you confront him about something, he's not afraid to say we're gonna be agree to disagree, which I respect that. I mean, any issues, if you feel like to work it out, you work it out. If you don't feel like to work it out, that's up to you. I'm just one in between to want to remind both sides. You know, I literally, you know, meet you guys handful of times, so I'm mutual. So, but then I can respect some people just say, you know, it takes small steps, or you know, maybe that step will never be taken, but you know, it is what it is. Buffalo Bush Outdoors, good evening, just dropping by a second. Alarm wake me up, take some more medicine. Alright, go back to take a rest, man. Hey Andrew's here. So yeah, let's let this up, and we'll talk about a few of the things, you know, a few of the things that I got done over the few days, and a few of the things that I want to make change the group, and some good stuff, all right? This thing is so sharp, I'm kind of afraid to push it in. I'm kind of afraid sometimes. Because you can cut, it cuts like sharp, and I'm afraid to push too hard that it's gonna cut the entire thing. I haven't really got the hang of it. I had, you know, just not my forte. Okay, the drawer is a little tight on this one. It's a lot of tobacco at the end, just literally filled out. So I'm gonna pick it just a little bit, see if that works. I'm gonna pick it just a little bit. Not a good start, man. Not a good start. Not a good start to give me cigars like this. But then again, it was really picked up, you know, packed in my luggage, so you know, can't expect something. What's the slow-paced horror music? Okay, pace it up. You know, it's just supposed to be a relaxing music, so I don't really go here. There you go. Even though I use this music first, but now that I hear this music, it reminds me of Martina Maya's channel. Seriously. This short run is on point. This is what I needed this morning. So, let me, come on. Pick out some excess tobacco so that I can breathe in. Almost there. I like elevator music. You guys have no idea. I love elevator music. I love lounge music and elevator music. Alright, here we go. I'm just gonna pull these out a little bit so I don't suck into it. A little bit better. Not perfect, but I'll take that. A little bit spicy right now too. Alright, just make sure. I got a text message. Nobody bothers me after this. And mute. There we go. Alright, let's light this up. So, you guys already know I went to a lot of different shops, and literally, it's running out. Come on, it's running out. Yeah, it's running out. And I don't have any butane here, so I'm gonna use a different one. There we go. So I went to a lot of different shops, And the main goal is to increase our benefits with those shops. And I think this is what it is. Eventually, we'll have a website just for our members that will show which website will have what benefit for us. Okay, which website will have what benefit for us. And here's the thing. If you know me by now, you know I hate buying online. Alright? So unless I go there, meet the owner, and meet who handles the stuff and make sure that they gotta take care of our members, I'm not gonna just simply go negotiate over the phone or whatever and say, hey, can you give us a code or something like that. I only go with somebody that we trust, okay? Twice in 1 week. So this is why we only have only right now TNT, Cigars Daily, and Embargo. Okay, and I can tell you that the more we do this, the more benefit we should receive, because it's all based on how often we participate in certain discounts and certain benefits. Okay, so here's a new thing we're starting out now. Okay, every time I post something like hashtag group buy or hashtag group deal, okay, if you go into it and you purchase or you did something with the event, you will get a raffle ticket. Alright, that is a different raffle that's separate from all the other regular raffle tickets. So what does that win? It wins you swags from the group, okay? It wins you, I tend to make a lot of these demo stuff for myself to try and all that stuff. And those tickets wins you those swags. So it's a small way to give back to you guys by saying, hey, thank you for participating. You're making the future for the group easier. And what I mean by easier, what's buying cigar or group buy is gonna make the group easier. It is gonna make it easier, because the more we do something, the more we support a store, the more we support a hey Jim, a company that we go to, the more likely they can actually benefit from that and say, hey, you guys did a good job. You guys, always help us move inventories, so we'll give you more. All right. So the more that we do, the more we get back for the group. All right. The more we do, the more we get back. And and because we supported Cigars Daily for all this time, we got a 10% discount code, right, to go with. And that particular code is lasting, it's gonna be 3 weeks, because the website's being repaired and changed, so that by then they will be able to put a code for the free shipping that you guys want. All right. So the more we do with a specific shop, the more we will get back from it, and that's what I'm gonna make sure to let you guys know. Now, I have Tim's word that if we were gonna do a group smoke or something like that for something new, he's willing to set it aside for us, so we don't have to fight for it. We will be the first one in and get it. I have his word, and that's what's gonna happen. When something's going on, we're gonna be the first in line. That's pretty good, right? Hey, Travis. Sounds like it. I wish I was closer to check it out. Now, so very soon we'll have the free shipping code. And it sounds like there was like 8 people that already used it, the code, last time I talked to him. So, the more you use the code, the more we become more valuable. to the shops. So you know that I'm you know just flat out telling you guys, use the code more every time you buy something, even if your shipping is gonna be free anyway. Type it in there so that they know Shadow Smoker's Legion is buying. Shadow Smoker's Legion is buying. Okay, Tim is a great guy and he's very, you know, obviously he's open to us. All right, obviously he knows that we exist. He's open to us, and we will definitely be doing more with Tim. You know, I can't tell you what's going on, but I can tell you that big changes are coming and crazy amount of stuff are coming. A lot of Cigars Daily stuff is coming for try, and you know, I will reveal them as they come to light. Because I don't want to reveal it and then ruin his grand reveal. So I'm not gonna tell you guys what's going on, but I've seen, you know, from the back room, and I know exactly what's going on. Andrew, make sure you use the code. If you don't know what the code is, go to the Facebook page and ask. Make sure you use the code. It's 10%. It's good for 3 weeks. Okay, so I think he just gotta keep that and just have a you know, as a memory, and good to, you know, hey Yasser, you know, it's good to have. I don't think he'll actually smoke it, but you know, if he wants to, you know, free cigar with Cole. Yes, that show, that particular show, it's just like, you know what, we're gonna give something, and then he's just like, yeah, we'll give Casa Cuevas. So yeah. Congrats, you got to get that deal. He didn't have a lot of those actually. He had to dig for it. He was like, where's those cigars? But what bothers him more that day was actually the Red Dot Cohibas. He couldn't find one of the box. It was driving him crazy. I started shopping Cigar Daily from email newsletters. And Shadows gave me a discount on top of those email promo. You know, so yeah, it works great. The code works, whatever that code is, works great. So make sure to use it as Shadow Smoker's Legion members. The code is same thing all across wherever we are. Okay, so now if he smoke while on screen, I'll send him more. Okay, if he smoke while on screen, I'll send him more. There's no problem. I'm gonna send him stuff anyway. I don't plan to travel for fun for the rest of the year. I have, you know, a lot of business stuff I have to do, so this is why I took the opportunity to get it done. All right, so now we got put the Cigars Daily aside. We already know Cigars Daily is awesome, and that we're gonna continue to support Cigars Daily, and I can tell you good deals are coming. Plus, our code is on top of any deal. So long you don't stack codes, you can stack on top of any deals. So that's coming. Now, you guys must be wondering what Embargo's deal is, right? You guys must be thinking about that. Now, without revealing too much, Embargo is a store that has 90% boutique brand. 90% boutique brand. Like, they don't sell the normal stuff that you just go to any store and go, ah, that's right here, like AJ Fernandez, blah, blah, blah. They sell mostly boutique brand. When you walk into that humidor, you're like, I want all of this. Trust me on that. You go in there and you go, oh, I want all of this. So, part of the deal I made with him is so that, because we like to do group smoking and we like to try everything in the brand, you know, because don't knock it until you try it, right? So what we're gonna do is pretty much every so often we're gonna negotiate and try to put together a bunch of cigars as a sampler pack that doesn't exist, and make him throw in more sticks to that, make him give free shipping to that, or people who's from Shadow Smoker's Legion will get raffle tickets to raffle something out of it at the end. Alright, so you gotta get some of these benefits, and it's almost like a cigar box, but it's not, because here's the problem with the cigar box is that many times you no longer can find some of those cigars. If you like it, you tried it one time, you can't find those cigars anymore. So these are opportunity for us to try more boutique brand cigars at a much lower price. Okay, much lower price. For what's upcoming, I purchased a set of it, and it was much higher. It's probably like $30 more than what I end up paying, what you will end up paying. But here's the problem, okay? Why it's taking up so much time? And this is the best part. Usually you'll see a lot of advertisement, promotion about certain cigars and stuff like, because they try to move inventory, right? They try to move inventory, so they give discount, they move it, and they discount it heavily so that they can get rid of the old stuff and put new stuff in there. It's true. Now, this guy is the opposite. I bothered him enough to do this, and he doesn't have it. He doesn't have those. So what he had to do is he had to order inventory in for us to be able to do this. He had to order. Literally, everyone who buy that particular pack will get brand new cigar off the shelf, because they're not even open. They don't even exist yet. They had to get there, and then we can start ordering. Okay, that's the problem, because they literally don't have it, and they have to order it to be able to do this. Oh, that sucks. I hope it doesn't show that my frame rate is bad, so it must be where you are at. But more detail will come as soon as he can basically reach back, says I got all these things for the pack, because if he doesn't have it, he can't do it. He have to make sure that he have all the cigars that's in there. Alright, that's why. But with that being said, he only have so many of them. He asked me how many people will try want to do this. I said I don't know, 20, 30, and he said I can only do 20, 30. Because he had to order enough to do this, and it would just be for us. No one else can do it. One, you cannot get it anywhere right now. I think there's only 2 or 3 stores that sells it. And the other one has the name the same as a bat in Spanish. That's in there, if that's what you're wondering. Does that help? Does that help? So you'll end up getting quite a bit of cigar, and in a way it's not what we usually spend on cigars, but you'll like this a lot, because like every step of the way, I went there 3-4 times, and every time I go over there I ask for some more stuff to be thrown to this. Okay, every single time. And yeah, one of them does share the name with Lamborghini. Okay, so the reason I can't tell every single one of them is because I don't want I don't have that cigar, so I had to replace it. So that's why I can tell you the 2. And even the one that says you can't really buy anywhere, he's saying that Brendan said that he probably won't have enough and probably shouldn't be doing it. And Dave said, no, I'll make it happen. So, I'm just waiting for them to say, okay, it will be happening, to be able to tell you guys, because I'm so excited. I have a pack myself to smoke every single one of them with you guys. All right. And at the same time, I want to be able to provide you guys with a list of brands that he carries, or maybe cigars he carries, so that you guys can call in, order, and get discount on those things too. Okay, so that it's already, you call, might as well get it all together. Yeah, it's embargo. You have to call. They're setting up a website. It hasn't been there yet. But what happened is that by doing this, it sets up like a purchase history for you guys, and all that stuff is going into a raffle. I tell them that, you know, you gotta keep me all those things, and we gotta do raffles, and you had to throw something in there. That's literally what I told them. You know, if you gotta, you know, our group doesn't just, we can buy cigar anywhere. If you want us to buy cigars, fine. Throw in some more stuff. Throw in more stuff. We want free stick. Like literally, when I asked you guys, I say the same thing to him. Well, our members want free shipping. Our members want free sticks. Our members want raffles and to get stuff. That's every time I just go keep talking to him. So. I'm calling Friday so I can buy some Viva da Vida. Willie, let me tell you, wait on that, okay? I'm gonna get you the discount so you can actually get better these deals. Don't do it before I get a confirmation. Alright? Don't do it before I get the confirmation. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure that everything is to the benefit of SSL. And I can tell you that, hey, Michael can contest, okay? All the negotiation I've done and all the things I asked for, I never asked for a penny, okay? I just asked them to do it for our group. I'm not paid, I'm not sponsored. I only negotiate for the group. Not one time I mentioned, hey, you guys should pay me because I'm gonna talk about you guys. No. I just say, hey, if you want us to, you know, get cigars from you guys, you gotta give us a good deal and you gotta take care of our members, because if you don't, we'll stop. Literally, no bullshit. And I think they understand that. So it's gotta work out. I think it's gotta work out great. Okay. So wait until I say, guys, start calling this number. I have the number somewhere, but start calling this number and call in there, flood their phone lines and say, I'm ordering from Shadow Smokers Legion. Give me the pack. Only Shadow Smokers Legion's getting. No one else is getting it. Only us. Okay? So whenever we're doing it, let's say Cigars Daily have their own new stuff, we'll get it from Cigar Daily. Or if there's nothing going on, we will make our own sampler pack from embargo. So both sides will do. And here's the good part. If you're in Arizona, he said he'll honor the same price. That's with tax. All right, he'll honor the same price. So if you're in Arizona, you'll be able to go there, pick it up, same price. Here's another thing. If you're in Utah, he will ship it to you. If you're in Utah, call in to him. He will ship it to you. Utah brothers, Utah sisters. I make sure everybody have somewhere to get the cigars they want. Okay, so call in. You'll be able to order. I know Utah have a problem ordering online and stuff like that, but you can order through them, and they will ship it to you. Okay, my goal is to see you guys flood their phone so bad. This time, even if you're not buying that pack, flood their phone lines. Buy something for yourself, because they're like treasure chests. I literally, like, that day I think I picked up what, $3 and like 20 cigars on the side that day. I don't know how many, like, we all end up going back with a lot of cigars that day. And Cigars Daily I bought 4 boxes, so we're, you know, all the good stuff are coming out. Like, there's so many news and I can't tell you, which pisses me off, because I heard so much things and I'm like, oh, let's do this together. And they're like, yeah, let's do it. And then they go, but you can't tell anybody. Can't tell anybody. The special pack starts next Monday. Once I get the confirmation on Monday. They literally say, wait until Monday. If we got the delivery, you can do it. If we don't, wait a few more days. Okay? And you gotta get something like stickers and all that kind of stuff, like, you know, in there, thrown in there for you guys. Audio's gone. Can you guys hear me? Everything okay? Can't ship whiskey. That's the problem. So, cannot ship whiskey. That's the problem. But keep in mind, I do have this put up together for you. And then if you guys take the chance and go with this, more better stuff will come. I just need, you know, proof of concepts to show that, you know, Shadow Smoke Legion is serious about getting our benefits, you know, and we're gonna make them get more. All right, you can expect that every time I do this, they end up getting to give more stuff. That's just the way it is. They're gonna end up giving more stuff. Yes, you might be able to find some deals better somewhere else, and I guarantee there's always gonna be that, you know, those evil places that I don't mention the name from. They want to move the inventory because that's how they get better price for themselves. Okay, and you might be able to find better prices, but who's gonna take care of you and who's gonna give you more in the future? It's long-term investment, I think, for our group. You know, I want eventually to have a whole handful of lounges and cigar companies that will say, you know what, if somebody calls in and they proven to us that they're from Shadow Smoke Legion, we're given these secret benefit that's not nowhere else. Okay, that's nowhere else. Okay, so now in terms of the discount, this particular one, I think it was close to like 20%. It was like 15-20% discount right off the top. So it'll be worth it based on what they carry alone and the willingness to partner. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that because I think it's a benefit to the group, again, we can buy cigar anywhere, but if we can do this, you end up seeing us getting the first dip on a lot of rare cigars because this shop has 90% boutique. That means every time there's a rare stuff that's boutique-y, we'll be able to have first dip on it, and that's the key. That's what we want to do. You know, we want to be able to do group buys. Want to go get group discounts, group packages. That's what I want to do. And obviously, I'll also work with Tim to get some group packages, group samplers, group only samplers. That's a hidden secret somewhere in the page or something like that in the future. That way, we'll get to it first. You know, I am very big on getting to things first, okay? I am very big on that. Like, you know, if I want something, I want the first box. You know, so if I'm gonna get that, my group's gotta get that. I gotta make sure we do, okay? So look forward to that. Again, save your pocket change for the week because it's coming up. Can't find my brulee. Oh well, first world problem. Regular summer, it is. You can't find brulee? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they carry it. I'm pretty sure Embargo carries it. I think I saw Don Bartons there. So if they have it, they should have it there. But yeah, you can buy single sticks there. You don't have to always buy a full box. You can make your own sampler too, but less discount. So what we are doing is basically every so often we do this sampler for this brand. We do this brand, this brand, this brand. Similar to what, you know, other company will have decided, but this time we get to decide. Okay, we get to decide. So there you go. Embargo has it. Embargo has it. So, you know, make sure, I'm just gonna confirm, make sure that he's gonna give discount all the cigars that we're calling for. So I will urge you to wait until I release it, and then once I get okay, we'll flood their phones. Okay, we'll flood their phones. He had one set aside to smoke during the live. Oh, he can't find his brulee. Oh. Well, I'm not smoking brulee today. Didn't I already smoke brulee the other day? This cigar is good. Tastes like it's a very deep coffee flavor, a little bit earthy, a little bit of cedar. Pepper was just in the beginning, but this thing, the draw is so tight. I can't get much out of it. It's like it feels strong because I'm having so much trouble smoking it. Ah, okay. Really a good steak. So yeah, that's the two. Now TNT. Like I said before, don't get angry at me, but I really think that they need help. They need help from their owners, not from us. All right, their owner had to turn around, or else I can't negotiate any deals with them because nothing's available. Okay, so it's not because I don't want to show any love to TNT Cigars. It's because there was no way. There was zero way for me to do it. There was nothing available for me to work out a deal for us. There was nothing available at the moment to have the power to give us something. So I can honestly tell you right now, TNT, not something we can deal with right now. Okay. Unfortunately, that's that. Fox Cigar. Be very honest with you, Fox Cigars. It's not the place I like to be. Alright? Fox Cigar is not the place I want to be at all. Okay? So I went in there. I was very, very, very disappointed. Fox Cigar. Great bar. I mean, they have a good bar. But there's nothing I can do. Everything they sell in there, you can probably find it anywhere else. They are mostly heritage. So you can literally find any of the cigar in there anywhere else. So there was no point to even make a deal over there. There is just a bar that happened to have cigar, rather than a cigar shop that happened to have bar. The bar was bigger than the cigar, so there's nothing I can do about that one. So Martina might have a good question. Once you go ahead and call embargo, do you have to ask for anyone? No. Here's the thing. Nikki Lou is over there. She knows what's going on. I think there's another guy there. I can't remember his name. He's also there. And then the rest is the owner. The owner is always there. So they all know what's going on. So all you have to say is, I'm calling for Shadow Smokers Legion package. Well, I'm calling phone Shadow Smokers Legion member, and I want to buy blah, blah, blah. That's how you do it. That's okay. Too many deal means not enough interest for people to deal. Won't show the buying power of the Legion any specific time. No, I want to rotate them. You know, whoever give me the best price, best deal for the members gets our purchase. That's the point. All right. Whoever give us the best deal at that point, we go with that. All right. That's simple as that. Simple as that. Oh, for example, Cigars Daily is throwing us a great deal with free sticks. We go that way. Right? Embargo's doing a really good package for us, free sticks and stuff like that. We go that way. So we're the consumers, right? We'll go with whichever one has the best deal for us at that moment, right? So yeah, just keep both in mind. Obviously, Cigar Steady have some really cool stuff, their own brand and their own stuff. But if you want the boutique stuff, you can't find Cigar Steady. Well, it's in Embargo. So that's the two places right now. Because I went to all the other one, I wasn't impressed with all the other ones. I did not go to the, Fine Cigar place. I didn't go. I literally went back to Cigars Daily 3 times, and I went to Embargo's like 3-4 times that few days. Just keep going back and forth, try to make sure that we get the deals that we want, and make sure that we get the stuff done. And that wasn't the original plan, to be honest with you, because I was going to just go there to relax. I don't know how I end up with trying to find deals for us. I don't know how that happened. That wasn't my original intent. Oh, okay. I left it on the table of the hotel. Open. I left it at the table of the hotel open. I figured, for the 4 days I stayed there, not one day I allowed them to come in to clean the room. So I was in the same room, same crap in the place. I even keep it clean. So I figure I'll leave some work for them by leaving the natto on the table and the egg on the table opened up for them. So they have something to clean. But yeah, you don't want to leave natto in room temperature for too long because they stink. Hold on a second. I need to get more of their Liga Muerte to age. And try that boss press rebellion again. Without telling you the detail, Martin Amaya, if you gotta get it soon. Use that 10%. Get it soon. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, it just keep going, right? We're just like, what can we do for the, you know, the Legion? What can we get for the Legion? And then, you know, before you know it, it's 1 a.m. We left like 8 or 9 o'clock, and before you know it, it was 1 a.m. Plus, we know Cigars had crazy markup. Persistence gets deal. Yes. So I think our Legion will have some purchase power to show that we're serious. We need to get more. You need to give us more. Okay. And I think that, you know, this first package is very important for us to show that we can do a lot more and we can do great stuff with it. And then we're gonna get a lot of good stuff and goodies with it. And the more we do it, the more we get. You know, the more we do it, the more they're willing to push the margin more and more and more and more for us. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, look forward to that. That's one of the biggest thing that we gotta enjoy. I know Don isn't gonna purchase that thing, but Don, hey, when we have Cigars daily packages, make sure you do. All right, Michael, go rest. Yeah, pretty much. It ended up to be that way, Martin Amaya. It ended up to be that way. It ended up to be that way. I just pretty much get the update of what's going on until sometime beginning next year. And so I kind of have, I plan ahead. You know, I plan ahead. So, you know, I know Don will be supporting Cigars Daily for sure. So, you know, I'm not too worried about that. But Cigars Daily's gonna have a good deal with us. Embargo's gonna have a good deal with us. Look forward to that. If nothing changed, it should be around $49. If nothing changed. Alright, if nothing changed, it'll be $49. But I can tell you that, you know, when I bought it cash, it was at the $70, $80 range. Something like that. So, I think you will like it. I think you'll like it. So yeah, like I say, when you get these things, we'll do raffles to give us some swag. All right. So what I will do is, I'll you know, for example, let's do this pack, and I'll ask Tim how many people use the code, and then he'll say these people use the code. So I get a list. I put it in a little jar, and then once in a while I'll pull a ticket out of the jar, and then you'll win a swag. Whatever the swag I have will be off for a raffle. So literally, you're just buying cigars and you get raffle tickets. All right. Now that is different from our actual fundraising raffle, which, you know, will be more cigars and other stuff. But, you know, these are just you know, raffle for some slow stuff. You know, sometimes I have more stickers, I'll give stickers. Sometimes I have more other stuff, I'll give more other stuff. Like for example, if I got a lot of spare hats in my house right now because I had to make so many demo hats to see which one works well. So there we go. We got hats to give out. So, you know, I'm thinking that for this particular one, if you buy the package, you'll go into raffle with more stuff on their side and more stuff on me. It will save you a lot of money that way, not buying this swag, going that way. Will they ship to Jeff and James? I wouldn't think that's a good idea because when they ship, then Jeff and Jay had to pay tax. So they can ship it to me. Like, you can ask them to ship it to me, and I'll put it aside. So when I ship to Jeff and James, I will just put them all together. So it might take a little longer, but you know, that's how it works out so far, and that's probably how we're gonna do it. Oh yeah, the sticks. Boutique cigars are not that cheap. That's the problem. So it's a pretty good deal. So yeah, that's the raffle part of it, and that's the so that raffle is from me. So you get a raffle from me first to doing that, because I think that this benefit SSL tremendously for the future. So I'm rewarding you for participating, because I want people to participate a lot of stuff. And the more you participate, you gotta see that you gotta get more back, and that's very important for a group. So I wanna do that. Now, let's address the flying pink elephant in the room. We kicked a lot of members. We're back down to 140 something again. Great. I actually like that. 143, I think. 144. I actually like that. So, you know, that way I don't have to deal with people that's not active. So we're down to that point, and I know some of you asked, what happened to the OG members? What happened to the OG members? Well, this is what's gonna happen, okay? I am giving OG member one lifeline. Alright? If you're OG member and you found out you got kicked, message me and I'll put you back one time. Alright? And that will be the only one time. After that, your number gets retired, never gets replaced. That's it. Okay? Because you guys are the reason why, how the structure worked out and everything. So I wanted to give them a chance. Like, you know, if something happened, whatever, they just didn't see it, or they don't have access to phone for like a year, they can say, hey, that happened, I need to get back, and I will invite them one more time back. All right, and obviously the moderator will keep notes on that. Somebody went out and came back one time, and that'll be only one time. Legion 143. Okay. Does it? Yeah. So yeah, I just want to put it out there. If you're watching this and you're a OG member, you get one chance to come back. It's that simple. Okay. So if you want to come back, message me. If not, I'll just retire the number. No big deal. No big deal. Yeah. Simply let me know you want out. I will not try to stop you. I will not try to stop you. You know, it saves you time, it saves me time. You wouldn't want to waste your time to see all the feeds that you don't want to see, all the beautiful cigars and what people is doing and all that stuff. So you'll feel free to go. Now, it saved me time to go chase after you. Says, hey, are you gonna be active or not? So I highly recommend that if you're leaving, just send me a message. I'll delete you off the list. You know, that way, you know, we don't have to worry about each other. That's the best way to go, okay? So yeah, that's what's going on. We'll make sure, you know, if you want to leave, and then that's just what it is. No G number 1 here. And again, if you feel like a member should have a number, like a prestige status, you can nominate them, and we'll vote on it. If it's good, we will put them on the prestige number list, okay? So it's not like I don't care about the number here, but you know, number had to be earned. So if you feel like someone is deserving of a number, let me know. Okay, so that covers that. In the end, I just want to stress that what we are going for is not the biggest group. It's the best group. Okay? That's what I want for our group. The best group, not the biggest group. We're not looking for numbers. If we're looking for numbers, I'll just put out invitation to some like, you know, Indian advertisers. We'll have like 2,000 in one day, right? We're not looking to be the biggest group. We're looking to be the best group, and that's my vision, is to have the best group, not the numbers. I feel like Prestige member need more than 4 cigars in their humidor. What do you mean? Which Prestige member doesn't have 4 cigars in there? What the hell? So yeah, we'll do nomination for the Prestige cigar and that. And then if you didn't see the announcement today, I did buy a bunch of Crown. I feel like, you know, you want something to remember that you won the long ass challenge. So I bought a bunch of like, you know, little tiny Crown. They're like this big. They're like this big. Okay. So if you win the long ass challenge, every so often, like twice a year, so we'll run one more soon. If you win the long ass challenge, I will send that Crown to you, so you can brag about it for half a year until you lose again. So that's very important. You know, I wanted to run a lot of events for us and all that stuff, so all that is in preparation. You can compete, you can judge, but just saying that if you compete, you have a chance to lose. Are you afraid? Are you afraid? If you compete, you have a chance to lose. Now, if you guys don't know what happens to a king losing, just watch the most recent relay with Usain Bolt. What happened on his 400-meter relays? No, OG cannot be Prestige because OG already have a number. Prestige is just saying that you're good enough to be a number. I can see Sherry is either scared or very confident about her skills. Okay. So I cover that. Yeah, you can call that, or, you know, however you want it. You know, this one example Tim gave is very good example. Okay, Tim told me this. It's like a gumball. You know, it had the center core, and a lot of time where a lot of groups are basically the outside of gumball. The inside is hollow. Okay, outside is a lot of people from the outside. They're minor. They don't really important. But our group is our core, not a lot of outside gumball, because we got rid of them. We're just core, which is the most important, tight, dense community to that. So think about that. The OG is the center, very center of the core, and the Prestige is just the outside layer of that core. And then we have the non-ones, the very sweet outside. Okay, so just think of it that way. We are the very tight core to this, to the group. All right, Daniel, talk to you later. This cigar is killing me. It is a medium plus cigar, but it's so hard to smoke because how tight this thing is. I have so many things. I'm just trying to figure out which one I want to go about, which one I can talk about, which one I can't. There's no way my team's winning. Hey, Vic is here. So, I covered the deals that we gotta have. I covered the raffle that we're gonna getting. I covered the member that we kicked so hard that they're at the end of the world already. For Cubans, make sure the humidity is low on it. They don't like high humidity. Something like 65 and lower, that's what you want to be. Okay. That way you have better draw. But this one, the draw is like holy shit. Tastes good, but the draw is bad. So what else did I miss? I'm trying to see what else I missed to talk about right now while I poke this thing. How about do this? Any questions so far about anything that I announced? Any question at all of anything that I announced so far? A little bit better, but it's not good enough. I told you that I cannot announce until they confirm they have everything, and then I can do that. Because I don't want to tell you guys, here's the cigar that's gotta be in there, and then end up, whoa, holy. Okay. Ding. Here goes the stem. Hey, the draw is loose now. I get a good draw now. Hey, Kyle. Alright, let me relate this thing. Alright, so. I need some cigar tweezers. Sometime, here and there. I mean, I'm having a good night. Oh, that's good. Review on the air purifier you have it by a few weeks. Okay. What are you using to pop the comment on the screen? I'm using Streamlab. You know, when I'm smoking by myself, I tend to smoke too fast, and then I don't like the tight draw, and then I get, you know, and it actually just always flew by my mind. So I'm just gonna stop smoking because I'm gonna get something else. When you're smoking with cigar mechanic, you don't even know how fast you're smoking before you know it. Already burning the band. Like he will just shove one thing after another. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now in terms of air purifier, I just want to make it clear, okay? Air purifier is actually very, very simple. You get a fan that draws air, and you get a filter. That's pretty much all HEPA. Alright, it's all HEPA filter. It's always have a carbon filter to get rid of the smell. And literally any air purifier will pretty much do the same. Okay? Why is rabbit air so costly? It's because they separated so many filters in there. So your initial investment is actually the machine plus the filter, which is $100 worth of filter. Okay? Like they literally give you $100 worth of filter. It's like 5 layers of filter or something like that. So you're paying a lot for those filters. That's why rabbit air is so expensive, because you did this initial investment on that filter. And if you don't get the Wi-Fi capability, the auto, the lights, and all that stuff, it wouldn't have cost that much. But because all those functions are in there, you had to end up paying for it. Okay, you end up paying for it. And another thing is that you can hang on the wall. And that's why it's so expensive. So if you really think about it, all you had to do is buy one that has HEPA filter and carbon filter, pre-filter in the front. That's really all you need. And that will do exactly the same thing, okay? That's all you need to do. Alright, any humidifier will be, any purifier will be able to do the same, so long as it has HEPA filter and carbon pre-filter. Okay, but here's the thing, like the different size, the way the fan works and all that, and where you place it matters. Like literally, if I had that rub air right here, right next to where I'm smoking, my wife can come downstairs. She will not smell a thing. But because it's a distance now, unless the air gets moved that way, it won't filter anything. So you gotta make sure, you know, the size and where you place matters. So if you already have a filter in your room and it's not really doing a good job, try to move it somewhere else and see if that helps. All right, move it closer to where you smoke. Pay attention to where the wind, the airs are going. Then you'll be able to filter much better. So that's really what you need to watch out for. Okay. Let's see. I wish there was a season where the mosquito die here in Arizona, but I got bit to death. Okay, I have like 5-6 different bites from just Monday night when we went to the field and shoot. We went to Nico's. He right now he runs his own shooting things. So we went to one of those things, and it's, you know, before you know it, the sun went down. We're still shooting, barely can see anything, and the bugs are just having a feast. Okay, the bugs just having a feast is just eating me alive. So yeah, hopefully I don't get any weird disease. But oh my god, we're just mosquito feet over there. Is it better to be high up or on the ground? That depends. That depends. If you're smoking where this roof is tall, make sure to put the air purifier somewhere near the height of where your head is. Alright? Somewhere near your head. Because your smoke is gonna move up first before it drops. So you wanna be somewhere closer to up so that it can move the air. Hotter air goes up first, colder air goes down first. So you know what I'm saying? So put it somewhere in the head level. You'll be able to grab more. So literally right now, my air purifier is above my head, across the room. It's not the best place to put it because it's not directly pulling the air through. But because I have a fan running, so doesn't matter where I put it, it's got it down. And I don't want to put it too close to the microphone because all you hear is the fan. Alright? And I have this place holding is opened up. I can just walk right through it. So there's no point to really gauge that. I have another air purifier near the door of this basement. So there's 2 air purifier going. Usually if I leave the room for like 6-7 hours, it'll be cleared up. So, and no, I did not get to shoot giant mosquitoes. We should. You know, today the guy who came to do my windows literally says, "Oh, we can mud your wall for you for a price." And then he went around and started pressing my drywalls. And he's like, "No, actually we can't. Actually we can't." And he said the reason is because a lot of my drywall is not on the right stud, and a lot of them were like empty, so you can move it. And if you can move it, it's gonna crack. And they don't want to be responsible for that, so they won't do it unless they take everything down and redo it. I was like, you know what? I only stay in this room to smoke with you guys, so the crack and stuff really doesn't bother me. Really doesn't bother me. So, yeah, mudding party in my place. Cigars, all you can smoke. You know, I'll just put boxes of Casa Cuevas here, and you just can smoke all you want. In fact, I'll put Davidoffs here. You can smoke the Davidoffs here. I'll go get like a whole case of Yamasas and Esquiros and put it on the table. You just smoke while you mud. Yeah, you guys gotta have time, man. You guys have time, man. You know, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. So that's those. I cover pretty much it. Oh yeah, by the way, I learned this one thing, okay? When you go to Arizona, don't stay where I am. 32nd Street and then whatever street. Don't stay over there. It's creepy as hell. It's creepy as hell. Yeah, I'm still am. I mean, pretty much this is it. Once I mud it, The humidity over here is pretty consistent because I have a dehumidifier here, and the temperature is always below 70. And I bought an indoor air purifier. I mean, not air purifier, dehumidifier and heater and all that stuff for the winter. So this room is gonna be it. What happens? You'll see me start stacking cigars everywhere. Here, I'll see if I can show it to you guys how it looks like right now. All right, you guys ready? I'm gonna show it to you guys how it looks like right now. See if I could. Let's see how I do this. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Alright, here's the video feed for my camera, so I can just turn it around for you guys. So I got shelves like that all across, and that's where I stack my boxes of cigars. So that's gonna end up be where the cigars are. Do you guys see that? It was really quick, but you know, that's how it looks like. So this is basically my walk-in humidor. Now my thing is that I tend to keep my cigar in the box. I tend to buy the box. So I'm just gonna stack the boxes everywhere, and you know eventually I'll have it all to the roof. But that's where I'm gonna keep all cigars. Very simple, very easy. I mean, it's already better than my other places. My other places, you will literally see a basement, nothing in it, just stacks of cigars. That's all I have. Nothing in the basement, no furniture, nothing. Just stacked to the wall. Alright, just stacked to the wall. So this is already better than my other basement. You know, I realize a lot of people like to ask me how many cigars I have. I really don't know how many cigars I have. You guys seen the like my purchase habit, right? You've seen my purchase habit, and I only smoke one cigar a day, sometime two maybe, but mostly I smoke one cigar a day. You guys think that I can actually finish smoking what I have? I just build a lot faster than I smoke, and that's the case. That's the case. So I have a lot of boxes of cigars that I never open. You know, literally I went over there, I came back, I had 3 boxes of cigar not open. I still have 4 more boxes being shipped over here, and I have 2 more boxes from Davidoff being shipped over here. So like I cannot finish it that quickly. I cannot finish that quickly, and that's the truth. So I don't know how much cigars I have. No, even if when I'm in Arizona with Tan with Brendan, I just keep buying and smoking. And like Brendan, he will just keep handing you another one to smoke. So you will never run out of cigar. That's the problem. That's the problem. So I will still end up buying more than I can smoke. Yeah, if Brendan Wells is with you, you gotta bump that to 6 to 8, even 10, because he does not stop smoking, and when he smokes, you pretty much have one on your hand. Okay, so you'll be surprised how fast you can smoke in front of him, because you don't even realize that you're smoking anymore. I don't even realize I'm smoking. I just keep puffing it. But I did get a couple, like quite a bit of good cigars I want to try. And I want to try it with you guys. That's why I got to make sure that you guys get a deal on those cigars. I didn't get to try it yet. You know, I'm holding off on those so that we can all smoke together and really get to know the brand and really get to know what we can get out of the brand. So yeah. So for the event, that's that. 2021. Okay, here's the news. 2021. Now, we already have a preset for Davidoff, rooftop, and all that stuff. I understand that. Now, but then, Brendan is breaking into the market all over the state. And he might, because he was traveling, so he will be able to find other shops that we can be at, hang out, and stuff like that. So, if this happens, Brendan will show up for 2021. And what's even better is because, you know, of Brendan, we probably find a better place with more affordable cigars to be hang out with. So that might happen. Just, you know, give you guys an update. That's what we talked about. Yes, that happens a lot, Andrew. So when we were reviewing the #1 cigars of 2018, which is Epicure? EP Epicure. EPC Epicure. No, EPC. EP Carrera. I didn't know I had a box of it. You know, I was like, I need to look for one so that I can go buy it, blah, blah, blah. And I was walking around and I have a stack of cigars that was on the floor. And I kicked it by accident. And I found like there's a box of cigar under it. It's white box. Now, if you bought that box before, you know that's, you know, that box is actually inside a paper box. I was like, oh, it's a white box. What is it? I took it up and it's like, oh shit, that is what I'm looking for. I almost went to buy another box because I didn't think I had it. Now, the group rate for hotels, I would highly recommend somebody book a what's that thing called? Airbnb. Because you can get multiple rooms for Airbnb and a lot cheaper than a hotel. So I would recommend somebody look into Airbnb and share multiple rooms. It's gonna be so much cheaper. All right, so I know if you guys are going together, traveling together, and all that stuff, that's a good idea. I highly recommend that. Okay, so 2021 still happening. A lot has been changing here and there, but by then, whichever does the best, we'll do that. Okay, whichever does the best, we'll do that. Ohio boys are carpooling. Do it. Do it. I mean, I'm telling you, carpooling and then Airbnb is the way to do it. Okay? Airbnb is to do it. Yeah, just do Airbnb. You know, that way, if one of you got drunk, the other ones can drag you back. Okay? I had to restart 9 lost. Don, we're talking about the 2021 gathering right now. So 2021 is gonna be super awesome, super duper awesome. Okay. Here's the bad news, and I think it's a good news, but it's gonna be a bad news. All right. To ensure that everybody shows up, who's end up going, what we will do is we will collect a fee. All right, and you gotta ask what that fee is doing. All right, yeah. Well, why do we need a fee? We just gotta go hang out, right? The reason we're collecting a fee is because we gotta make swag for just that day. T-shirts, coins, and all that stuff. We gotta do for that day. So that money goes to prepare those for you guys, so that when we show up, we get swag and all that stuff ready. Everybody get T-shirts to wear for that day. Also, probably we'll pre-purchase the one cigar we will smoke together that day, and then the rest is up to you. But that way, it gives incentive for the place to host it for us. You know, they wouldn't want to host for you because you gotta go in there to smoke your own cigars. So if we collect a fee, that's what it goes for. It goes to T-shirt, it goes to swag, it goes to whatever we need over there. Maybe drinks, maybe to entice distributor to show up so that we get more cigars, or drinks, and ensure that you have at least one cigar to smoke. Okay, so that's what I think is gonna happen. I don't know when we will start that, but you know, once it gets closer, probably near the end of next year, when we're prepping for it, we'll collect a fee. That way, but then here's the thing: if you no show, your fee's gone. Okay, because he goes to organize that party. So if you no show, the fee's gone. It'll be in New York. It'll be in New York City. Okay? So just to put it out there, that's my plan is, because I don't want to go to tell a shop that, let's say we have 50 people or 70 people showing, okay? And I tell the shop that, you know what, we gotta have about 70 people showing, and then everybody had a last minute thing that they'd rather go to, and only 2 showed up. That would be a problem. So that's why I gotta avoid it. And if nobody shows, all the prepaid amount just go compensate the store. Gotta be fair. You gotta be fair for those people who shows up and people who doesn't show up, you know? So that's the case, all right? So if you decided to go, know that you'll go, you'll pay the fee, and then, you know, RSVP. Just like if you bought a ticket from Bomb Smoker, if you don't show up, you don't get anything. Are we doing a group trip to the Ground Zero? I don't know, because I probably had to go there to sit up first, make sure everybody's, you know, outside, and I gotta, you know, some of you will end up coming with me to carry those t-shirts down. And the coins, you know, whatever that we're carrying over down. So that's for sure. That might happen. So, but in terms of walking in a group, I don't know. I don't know if that's, because I had to say that I had to bring all those things over, so that, you know, the select few will be coming with me to pick up stuff and we'll go there together, but the rest of you will just meet there. Okay, all that is still in the preparing stage. We're still planning it, so, you know, there's no definitive location, there's no definitive how much it's gonna be, and there's no definitive exact date yet. So all that will come out sometime next year. Okay. Now, next, I'm just updating you guys one thing after another that I can't remember to talk about. And this cigar is making me feel sick because I couldn't smoke it. It's like, I'm just puffing on nothing. Puffing on nothing. I already relighted it twice. It started to taste nasty. So, I'm going to light up something else. Just in a minute. No, I'm going to light it up right now. Let's see what's in this bag right now. Davidoff. I was some good Davidoff. Yeah, tastes good, but the draw is horrible. And even when I pull that stem out, it's still horrible. So, unfortunately, not good. Woo! Oh, lighters. Group lighter is still happening, but this time it wouldn't be something like this. Okay, I'm gonna get the biggest lighter we can put on the table. So it will be a table lighter, but this time I'm just gotta do it. If we had to wait for everybody to say yes to it, I don't know. So I'm debating what to do. We might do that as part of the event. We might do that as just like, you know, if you want to feel to get it, you get it. But I'm going to figure it out. It will be a Lotus. Don, were you that day when he took out his big carriage with all the lighters in there? And I don't know if you've seen that one. It's a big one. It's about it's half the width of this, but then this thick kind of thing. Like, it's big one. I love that one. I love that one. They call it something else now, but at first that thing's name was Big Buddha or Fat Buddha. I thought it was, you know, it's like, yeah, I have to have it. Good night, Sherry. Yeah, so that's the one. We'll have our logo on it. You know, it will be big enough. It has presence, you know, because it's big, then you'll be able to put your logo on it. More viewable, because originally we gotta do cutter like this one and then print like right here. I think that's too tiny. Now that I have it, it's a good cutter, but it's too tiny for the logo. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it like maximum size, you know. So yeah, the cutter is good, but I think the lighter has more surface for printing, so we gotta do the lighter. Yeah, just ask Brendan which one is the Fat Buddha or whatever, the Big Buddha, Fat Buddha. he will tell you which one. But that one has weight. It has this. It's all black, and I just love it when I touched it. I love it when I touched it. So it's like I gotta get that one. So that's the one I'm gonna put on. BTX is big enough for a cutter with logo. I'm not sure which one that is. I'm not sure. But that's why I planned to do. I look into it and it's like, no, not the Swiss Army knife one. Not the Swiss Army knife one. That one will cost way too much. Some of the Lotus stuff are kind of expensive. If you I think the one that Michael Wells got, it retails for like $70-$80 for lighters, tiny. And the Swiss Army knife, I think it's close to $100. I can't remember. So I'm looking for the fat one, which MSRP is like $50, something like that, $50 or $60. I can't remember. So that's the one we're gonna go with. But that has weight. I like things with weight. Like, you know, if you gotta get something, get it with substantial weight. Unless it's carbon fiber, obviously. But I haven't seen any cutter that uses real carbon fiber on it. I would have been impressed, but I haven't saw one yet. So yeah, that's the whole idea with it. I still want to have the swag of our own thing. So here it goes, you know. Hey Anthony, I just saw you. All right, Martin, go to sleep. So that's the plan on that one. It does? Let me take a look. What, BTX is the brand? Is it the triangle one? No, that's not big enough to put a logo on it. That's definitely not big enough to put a logo on it. It's a tiny guillotine. And I'm not paying $424 for a cutter that barely have any carbon fiber on it. I can get more carbon fiber out of $400. I can get more carbon fiber out of $428. So yeah, I will see. We'll see. For the cutter, I'm happy with this cutter, but I'm not happy with the amount of real estate here that I can print stuff on. So good thing that, you know, I went there and take a look at it, because, you know, I wouldn't have been happy with it. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes on that one. We'll particularly how it goes on that one. Now, for this Saturday, I'm debating what to smoke this Saturday, to be really honest with you. I want to review a cigar with you guys and give you guys the true feedback on it. But it's supposed to be full body. I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared. Put half the logo on each blade. You really can't, because the blade overlaps and they can't print in here. So that's the problem. You just can't do it. They won't print it there. Most company, they don't print like that. So I can't get them to print it like that. It's what they're willing to do. It's not what I wanted to do, you know? So yeah, that's those. And for, obviously, for the tobacco smokers, I will be reviewing one of the tobaccos, because Davidoff is releasing the Year of the Rat pipe tobacco. I am super excited about that because I didn't even know they will make that, but they are going to make that. So I'm going to buy that pack tobacco and smoke with you guys on pipe. So expect that episode of me doing what I don't know, because I'm not an expert on smoking pipe tobacco. I don't know why you buy that. Like, you should have asked us that, and you could have bought something much better for the same price. To be really honest with you, Rocky Patel is definitely not one of my favorite brands. I can tell you that for sure. Majority of the cigar I don't like, and that could be just my palate or whatever. But you're buying $1 cigar. $1 cigar. And that's literally worth less than that. So you can imagine what kind of tobacco they put in there. It's not the best you can get. Now Rocky Patel bought Edge. They have a lot of like bundle Edge blends going on here and there. So they don't put the best blend in there for your taste. I actually think that your palate and your taste is worth something better. For example, it's hard to tell you, but like, cigar is not a necessity, but an enjoyment. So when you want to enjoy, shouldn't you buy something that you absolutely gotta enjoy, but enjoy less times, than more time but not enjoy any one of them? Like, just simply asking. If you have $5 and you already ate, you have rice, you got food at home, you already ate. Would you spend that $5 to find the nearest, worst rated Chinese restaurant to buy their fried rice to eat? Or would you just go, you know what, I'm not hungry? Do you know what I'm saying? So, 10 stick for $27, each one is $2.70. And most cigars are increased by 100%, if not more. So you're buying a cigar that's really worth $1 of material. $1 of material. Plus labor. $1 of material plus labor. So the material is like 50 cents. Material is 50 cents. So you're smoking the 50-cent material, you're expecting an enjoyment out of that 50 cents? Well, would you rather to get, so instead of smoking for 10 days, you can smoke for 5 days, a little bit of increasement to get a regular bundle cigar? Well, would you rather buy two, like, $10 or $13 cigars and enjoy 2 of the weekend of that 10 days? In terms of food, I find great cheap restaurant with good fried rice and hot air. But you're not getting the right concept of this. I'm saying that you're already full. Like, if you don't smoke cigar today, you won't die. Cigar is an enjoyment. So that's like saying that you're already full. But would you rather to spend your money on bad Chinese food? Or would you save that until next time you can have good Chinese food when you're actually hungry? You see, that doesn't make it does make difference. You can buy some Ashton's bundles, or even I think the Romeo and Juliet bundles, or Monte Cristo bundles, at close to that price, or even store blends at that price, without having, you're paying, I really don't think it's worth it. I'd rather spend that money to buy 4 Last Calls or something like that, $4 stick Last Calls, to enjoy for that 4 day than buying that 10-pack. I'm gonna be really honest with you. I really think that you can buy something much better than that. And it's not like that I'm not happy of you buying those cigars. I'm just saying that, you know, with you being short on money, you shouldn't buy something that you don't know if you're gonna enjoy. Right? Being short on money, every single enjoyment matters even more. That's what I mean. Right? You should make your money get more out of that than getting less because you want more. Right? Quantity, quality. You can only have one of those. You want quality or you want quantity? Well, you want quantity, you gotta have a bunch of stuff that's not quality. So I'd rather have good enjoyment for the whatever, like the $10 stick, then you get $10 stick. I'm talking about bundle stick. You can buy Ashton bundles. I'm not saying that buying the actual banded ones. I'm banded naked brand. So when the money is tight, get something that you gotta truly enjoy rather than something that's just put in your mouth. And you might not like it. You probably like have one smoke, you pumped it. Here's your dollar. You just lost a couple $1 and enjoyed it for 2 minutes. Alright? I'd rather spend the $5, $10 and enjoy that entire steak for the entire hour. That's why I just spent $55 on 2 pipe tobaccos. Yeah. This is enjoyment. You want to fully enjoy. I understand sometimes you just like, oh, I just want something to smoke. But you're buying something you don't know. You gotta know. That $27 includes packaging. A box will probably cost them $4 or $5 too. A band will probably, let's say 20 cents. So let's say that's $2 worth of band, $4 worth of packaging. That reduces your cigar's value even lower. You're not really buying what you thought it was worth $27. You're buying 50 cents worth of tobacco. Smoke something that's good. Don't go with quantity. Go with quality. That's what I meant. I mean, I'm sure that there are times where we have to. At this point, I'm filling space in my Tapator. Then you might as well buy like a bundle of Gurkhas. If you just want to fill space, Gurkhas even cheaper. You can go buy Gurkha bundles. They're like 50 cents each. You know what I'm saying? If you just want to fill space and you don't care what it is, buy shit of the Gurkhas. You know, they're always on sale and they are always cheap and they'll be full-size cigars. Right? You wouldn't want to do that because you know you won't enjoy Gurkha. That's why you don't do it. So why were you doing to that? You never smoked before, and I'm telling you that's why you get. You are paying what you're getting. You know you know you always find wool on the sheep. Right? There's a reason why prices are done certain ways. You're not gonna be the winner against those retailers. Alright, they get the cut. You're always losing. You can only watch out for yourself by buying something that you know is good. Right? So you get what you pay for. That's the truth. That's the truth every single time. You always get what you pay for. You can convince yourself that you love it though. You know what I just found out, James? Gurkhas actually have 2 different ones. Like, CI have their own version of Gurkha Ghost compared to the rest of the Gurkha Ghost. But CI sell it so much cheaper because the blend is actually different. I didn't know that. So now they're telling me to try the Gurkha Ghost that came from CI. So I didn't even know that. But yeah, you pay 17 euros For Gurkha 18-year-old barrel aged, I like them. And I can tell you that they did not age that for 18 years. They did not age that for 18 years. I just can't handle it. I just can't handle it. It's not my palate. If you like to taste soil, then that's your thing, you know. Earthy, that's your thing. But I still feel like, even at their solid reserve, which I tried all of them. I didn't knock it before I tried it. I knocked it after I tried it, okay? They are not that good. And you know what's the majority of the price that you pay for Gurkha? The packaging that you didn't get. Gurkha is... They outsource pretty much everything. The only good thing they have is packaging. And we usually don't get it because you're not gonna spend $1,000 buying the Gurkha with the box. Only one tobacco that's aged 18 years. The other between 5 and 9. None of the tobacco is aged 18 years. Try, you know, put a tobacco in your humidor for 18 years. Pull it up and try to smoke it. You'll have no taste. You'll have no taste. Any tobacco aged for more than 10 years literally have no taste. Okay? You know, those people who smoke pre-embargo cigars, those things has no taste. Alright? Those things has no taste. Alright? Just the truth. Just the truth. The oil will have been gone by then. The oil have been gone by then. So, you know, if you want to go with the sales pitch and saying that, you know, this cigar has been aged 18 years, I don't think so. Okay, so I, you know, gotta say that the cigars aged way before anybody was born, and they have constant supply of it. Okay, it's not like they ran out of it. You know, for like even for whiskey, they run out of a 12-year all the time. They run out of 18 years all the time. You know, because they don't. This is why they don't do in betweens. You're saying that tobacco, they 18 years ago says we gotta release a long period of time 18-year-old thing. So I'm gonna put this 18 years. And the next year, I'm going to put another huge batch for another 18 years. And the next year, I'm going to put another batch of 18 years. I don't know. I think they will have run out by now. So, they're not really that long. They're not really that long. They tell you 18 years is really that blend from 18 years ago. A lot of them are actually like that. They're not really aged 18 years. There were auctions for Mayan cigars. I don't know if you guys know. They were like, they found it in a Mayan tomb or something like that. They sold for like $300,000, and the guy actually smoked it. He says no taste. There's no taste. Just dry leaf that has no taste. Okay. The barrel is probably 18 years. I'll believe that. It was made with tobacco that was harvested in 1992. What year did you buy it? What year did you buy it? What year did they actually release it? You're talking about something that's 20-something years, 26 years. And that still gotta have... Well, he's spending that kind of money, you know, if he doesn't smoke it, he'll never get a chance. Okay, so that's only 8 years old. Well, actually, no. Yeah, 8 years old. That's only 8 years old. That's not 20, 30 years old. Because anything over 10, you'll start to losing taste on that leaf. That's just the way it is. It's like me putting tofu in the fridge, expect that tofu never gets bad. Alright? It does. It dries up the oil or leaf, you know? And you can have brand new cars in the perfect condition in the room. In the perfect humidity, eventually those oil and grease is gonna dry out. That's just fact. That's just how it is. You can frame those in glass and Mexican, Cubans, and all that stuff, but by the time you're gonna die, that thing's still in glass. You'll be like, I wish I could have smoked it. So that guy spent that much money. If you had that much money to spare for a cigar like that, you probably end up smoking it. Exactly. Like Christopher said, it's not really how long they aged the cigar. It's where that blend came from. Alright? So, you see the Gurkha Cellar Reserve 18 years. That's actually Cellar Reserve from 18 years ago. They have the same blend and continue to make that. Not because it was in 18 years. It's not there. It's not there. Yeah, if you hold on to a cigar for too long, it'll get bad. It's just the way it is. All right, you hog your cigar for, by the time you hog your cigar for 10 years, that cigar is probably already 15 years because it has aging process keep going. So by the time you have 10 years, you really need to smoke that. Don't hog it any longer. All right, don't hog it any longer. A lot of cigars that has tobacco in there that's from 8 years ago or whatever. That's the one you want to smoke quick. Alright, that's the one you want to smoke quick. Any longer, the taste just go downhill. Alright, that's just the way it is. I don't care who said it. That's just the way it is. Alright, science doesn't lie. You cannot preserve oil for that long. It goes bad. In fact, even house oil. Like if you get a bottle of cooking oil and you just leave it there for 10 years, it's gonna get sour. It's gonna get sour, oxidizes. It's just the way it is. And what you're smoking is actually the oil in the leaf. It's gotta get oxidized. And it's gotta taste like bad thing. You can't defeat science on that. Even aging cigars is science. And you can't defeat science on it. There's no cigar that's gonna age that long and expect to have a taste from it. That's just the way it is. Like, you have a brand new car. You put brand new oil in there. You don't drive it at all, okay? Let's say you don't drive it at all and leave it there for 3 years. Can you still use those oil? Gasoline. If you leave it over a few seasons in your garage, would you still use that? Just ask yourself, what happened to oils or grease or whatever if you leave it for a few years? Start to change. It starts to change. Oxygen is not your friend. Unless you gotta put your cigar in a vacuum. Complete vacuum. So you can't oxidize. I mean, even sunlight can change the oil's composition. Unless you don't do anything. Like you put in the absolutely zero light place. No air. Out in the space. Not even sunlight can reach it. Then yeah, your cigar will last as long as you want. But that's how cigars is. When you leave the factory, it's already a few years old. You can hold on for a few years so that it actually goes to its prime. Alright, its prime. 8 to 10 years, that's its prime, okay? Then you smoke it. If you wait any longer, it's just like a bottle of whiskey that you had opened before and you left it there. It gets worse every year. So, I hope that, people who's hogging onto the cigar, please smoke them. Please smoke them. Because if you don't, give it away. Give it away. This is why I like to give away cigars. Because, sometimes I forget and they will stay there for a long time. But I haven't smoked cigar long enough to reach any of those cigars' maximum life. But when it's close, I'll take it out and smoke them. So, if not, I just give it away. And I ask the people to smoke them right away. I'm surprised Elon Musk still have his job. If he wasn't an alien, I don't know what he is. He's definitely an alien. So, that's the truth. I hope everybody, really take this into heart. Because I really don't want you guys to have an absolutely brilliant cigar. And wait it too long. By the time you remember to smoke it, you're like, this is the day. This is my 10th year anniversary of my whatever. And you took it out to smoke it, it's like, I can't taste anything. What is this? and you spend a lot of money on it. That would suck. That would really suck. I hope you guys don't do that. I hope you guys just smoke it. 4 year on a cigar is a sweet spot. But that's no. 4 year on a cigar is not really a sweet spot. But people tend to tell you to leave it for at least 3 years for Cubans because they are underaged. Okay, regular cigars, it's supposed to get better, but each one are different because their leaf is aged different amount of years. So a lot of them will buy a box of cigars, and then they will smoke one every so often to see where is the sweet spot. And when they find the sweet spot, they will always buy the box and leave that sweet spot. So that's why the box is for. Do people freeze cigars? Yes, people do freeze the cigars. But the problem with the freezing cigars, you can't just thaw it and smoke it. Okay, you cannot just thaw it and smoke it. Alright? So when you put your cigar into the freezer, once it freezes, you have to slowly bring it back to temperature. Alright? And this will take you months. Like literally will take you months, okay? You have to bring up 5 degrees every week or so, every 2 weeks, so that it gets constant. It stays, it defrosts a little bit, and then it defrosts a little bit, and defrosts a little bit. If you just take it out and thaw it, it will be soggy, and you'll have frostbite. And you also have to be careful. If you put it in the freezer for too long, it also gets frostbite. So I don't recommend anybody to freeze a cigar unless you know that cigar might have beetles, so you freeze your own. That was it. You really don't want to freeze your cigar for any reason. Cuban brother just smoked 2 last 2 years, just a few months from now. But smoke it. If you shrink wrap, you mean vacuum pack. When I vacuum pack a cigar, I unvacuum pack every 6 months. Okay, there's still some air in there even if you vacuum pack it, so it's still like slowly eating through your cigars. So you kind of have to get it out and kind of air it a little bit and then put it back in there. So every 6 months you take it out and check it. You have to do that. Alright, so if you want to vacuum pack your cigar with the Boveda pack, you can forget about it for 6 months. Don't even rotate them or anything. But after 6 months, take it out, air it, let it get some more moisture from the air, regular air, and then put it back in again. But yeah, every cigar company has different resting period too. So it's all like guessing game. And really, it's out to personal preference how many years that's your sweet spot. Everybody has a different sweet spot, so I highly recommend for people who does that to, be very careful. Like, all different locations also have different kind of reaction to the cigar too. For example, in Arizona, it's so dry. If you dry box your cigar and take it out, put it on the table, that thing's gonna explode when you let it up. In Massachusetts, you love to dry box it because by the time you take it out and put it on the table for a little bit, it's high humidity. So, it just depends on where you are. I love to dry box my cigars, okay? I dry box a lot of my cigars because I like it more dry, okay? It lights up better for me, okay? If you keep at 70 in Massachusetts, you gotta have trouble keeping that thing light because it's high moisture content. My basements, I always try to go above 60, 70. If it rains, it's almost 80% humidity. Can't do anything about it. So yeah, that's some idea on the cigars. I hope you guys kind of exchange note here on how to care about your cigar. But to be really honest with you, cigar should be carefree. So long as your place doesn't shoot up temperature like crazy. If you put in the basement, make sure your basement is not 30 degrees in the morning and 90 degrees at night. That's how you kind of have problem with your cigars. But if your room is always, let's say, 75 degrees, are you gonna worry about your cigars at 75 degrees? No, not if it's always 75. I wouldn't worry about it. Right? I put it in my box and just put a Boveda pack right inside the box. You know, so I purchased a box of cigar, open it up, check, make sure there's no problem, put a Boveda pack in there, close the box, and put it away. You don't always have to buy a humidor for it. Wind chill tend to feel drier because the wind chill and the wind actually takes away moisture. So yeah, if you smoke outside, the wrapper will start to shrink and crack because, you know, when heat comes, it expands. When cold hits it, it shrinks. Expand, contract, expand, contract, you're gonna get cracks. That's just the way it is. There's no other way around it. But, you know, if you keep your cigar in a constant, even if at low humidity, so long it's constant, right? 50% humidity at 75 degrees all the time, your cigar will be fine, right? The 70-70 came out by someone, but then their location might be different. And that's what they find is the easiest to keep up with, to remember and everything. But it's not absolute, it's not necessary. There's plenty of manufacturer that drops their cigar to 40 and then bring it back to 70 and drop it to 40 again, so. Yes, when you let the condition drop to, cycle too much, basically low and high, low and high, low and high, that'll wake up the eggs. Now, majority of the cigars that you gotta find, like boutique cigars and stuff like in the US, are frozen before it reaches you. Majority is. Most of the time, you gotta see beetles in Cuban cigars because they don't freeze it. Okay, and they're in a very tropical place and gotta ship all the way over there from here. Now, so that will give you more beetles. But majority of the cigars that we own today, especially the boutique one, they freeze it. So you don't really have to worry about that much, so long as your place is constant. It's nice and always pretty much the same, you'll be fine. Most of the time, I find a cigar I'll smoke again and again, but usually I can't justify smoking that particular cigar that often. What do you mean by that, Anthony? I would need you to elaborate on that a little bit. When we like a cigar, we tend to smoke it more, sure. And this is why I always recommend you go hang out with another friend. Go to like an event or something like that to try other cigars. Enough to buy a whole box, okay. Well, let's just say this way. When you buy a whole box, you save 10% usually, and majority of the time. That's money. 10% out of the cigar that's out of 10, it's like buy 9, get 1 free. Either way, you already pay for the box. You know, when you buy the box, not only you save 10%, you get what you pay for. What do I mean? Let's say a box of cigar of 10 is $100. Let's just for the sake of math, let's say that box of cigar is $100. If you buy a single stick, isn't that $10? Right? That's $10, right? So, when you buy the entire box, you only pay $90 because you save 10% by buying the box. You get box discount. So now you already got 1 stick free. Okay, you got 1 stick free. Not only that, you are paying that exact amount what they're paying to packaging your cigars, the wooden box. You can store your cigars in the wooden box indefinitely, so long as you have humidity pack in there, like the Boveda pack in there. You can store it as long as you want. That's what they made and meant to be transported in that. So you save yourself money from buying humidors, from taking care of your cigars, and hold the value of your cigar. Let's say if you don't ever smoke that box of cigars, you can sell it as an entire box to another person who wants it. You can give it out as a gift, looks great. But you pay $100 or $90 for something that in entirety, including the cigar and the box, worth $100. You actually save a lot of money that way. When you buy a single stick at $10, You're paying for someone else to keep that box when they buy it last. That box is what you're paying for. Alright? So maybe $1 of that cigar that you pay out of $10 goes to that box. The box might be $10. Alright? You just lost $1 every time you only buy one. In fact, you lose $2. First dollar from the discount that you didn't get. Second, for the package you didn't get. So it's much better if you just buy the entire box. It's actually more value for you. You actually have a place to store it. Save yourself the expense to find another place to store it. That's meant to be stored in there. The box is, it's perfect size for your cigar. You won't get crushed by stacking on top of it or something like that. And it basically sorted your cigar for you. Let's see. That's a long one, so I had to pull up the chat. Hey Juan, and hey Mike Clark. When you buy a bundle, that's the thing. They don't put premium cigars in a bundle that often. So if you want to buy premium cigar, obviously they put it in the box so that it's properly displayed, protected, and holds humidity. When you buy a bundle, it's just in the bag. That really doesn't hold any humidity. Sometimes a place will give big discount on box or something I like. However, you need to be careful of places like Seabed. We don't talk about Seabed here. I only use it if I know new cigar release. They never have new cigar releases. I don't really want to say this, but I challenge anybody to go see Seabed's humidity system and just look at that fan. Just look at that fan that's pumping out that humidity in their warehouse. And after you see how nasty that fan is, you might not want to smoke it anymore. Okay? Now, they might sue me for this, but hey. I'm just saying, this is my personal opinion. Any big storage unit that stores a lot of cigars, if you look at the fan that's blowing the humidity out, they usually have little things on there that you might not want on your cigar. But because they move it out so fast, they don't deal with it. You do. Okay, you do. And they're really hurting the industry because what they do is they buy large amount of it and put in their storage. They sell it in their store, they sell it as regular, and then they put the rest of them into a seabed. So they just move the cigar like that. And that hurts your local shop. Your local shop had no choice but mark up more because it costs them more to get those cigars. Supply and demand, right? If somebody get all the supply and there's demand for it, price goes up. So the other reason why you can't find a lot of cigars, or the other reason why you can't find good price on cigars, because somebody like them destroyed the cigar prices. I wouldn't support them just for the ethic and the whole reasoning behind it alone. I wouldn't want to support them. Yeah, you'll get cheaper prices here and there, but again, you get what you pay for. Again, if you saw those fans that's blowing the humidity out there into the entire warehouse that's hosting that much cigars, you might be scared to find what's on those fans. Just saying. Certain brands do bundles like Southern Draws and like other good brands as well. Yeah, but I'm saying like in the box that you get a value for. You know, you got a place to store it. Because when you buy the bundle now, you need a humidor for it, right? You can't put too much of it. But when you have boxes, stack them up like me. I stack them up and never had to worry about them. Don't have to waste more money to buy humidors. I don't have to worry about it so much. And they are separated, so if one box goes bad, that's not my entire humidor. Just saying. You know, it's like, if you put all that in consideration, you benefit from buying boxes. You really do. You really do. That's why I always buy boxes. Would I be able to smoke that much? I would never be able to smoke that much. Never. But if I have extras, I can share. A cigar is really a hobby about sharing. Right? When you smoke with someone, cigar tastes better. When you share with someone, enlightens them and brighten their horizon on notes and taste and all that stuff, it makes you happier. All right? When somebody sends you a cigar bump, you love it, even if it's the one that you smoked before. So I hope you guys put that in consideration, and I think that you guys will find that this information really helps. Okay, and that's how I live by for my cigars, and how has always worked. I think I throw away no more than 5 moldy cigars or any problem cigar in my life. Okay, so I hope this helps you guys. Well, the BMN owner is greedy and they just mug up. No, every shop has overhead, so I wouldn't say that's true. I can't even say that's true. Oh yeah, Anthony, by the way, have a good night. I would not. That would be unfair thing to say the BMN owners are greedy and they just want to mock up. No, you'll be surprised. A lot of brands, they have price controls. It means that you cannot drop more than 10% on specific cigars. It happens. This is what I learned. If you drop it, they'll pull the brand from your store. They'll pull the brand. Okay, they want to control the prices so that all the other shops are competitive. But Cigars International tend to have a free pass on that. I don't even know how that works. They just have free pass on that. They shouldn't, and you can report them. But here's the thing: they order so much that manufacturer cannot say no to them. Watch stock go up 3 times in 3 weeks. I haven't seen those cigar shops that charge obnoxiously higher price than what they're worth. So I will say that evaluation would be untrue for majority of BNMs. Okay, because you can cheat people 1 time, you can't cheat them twice. But that's why we gotta look for our own SSL deals, right? So we never pay full price for it. That's the best part. You utilize and like swing our purchase power. That's the way to do it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. I mean, we talked about a few stuff about cigar. That's actually pretty good. I hope people that's watching this the next day, can still post their questions if they have them, so that I can answer it for you. I know that some of the stuff I announced, I don't have the complete detail for you guys, but I will follow up. I promise. I will follow up on them so that you guys get all the detail that you ever need for this entire thing, and then we will totally enjoy all the benefit that we got starting next week. Okay? So yeah, I'll see you guys on Facebook and Saturday. And Saturday after I enjoy my Friday. Friday I'll be gone because Friday is my birthday. I'm gonna enjoy my birthday with my wife and family. So Friday I won't be around. Saturday, I will see you guys on Saturday, 9 p.m. Same place, different time. Cheapest cigar in the shop with $5 short filler budget sticks. That's it. It is what it is. It is what it is. That's why you gotta make wise purchase choices. That's why what the group is for. We can tell you what's good and what's not. Secret Santa starts in November-ish, so I'll give you that all the detail on it by November, and make sure you sign up for it. All right, go to that post, sign up for it, so that I can start distributing the address that you send to. There's no limit on what you can send. You can send whatever you want. Okay, and then if you receive one, don't open it until Christmas. All right, that's all I can give you guys right now. I'll see you guys next time, and have a good night. Bye, guys.